up the URT. You are the URT. Smash a like for the URT. Subscribe to the URT, people. Big up. Listen, this is just a quick live. I'm sick of battling ignorant people, man. I'm sick of battling ill-informed people, ignorant people, whether it's on X or on here. But you know me, I never back down. Never. Never. I'm not internet ready. I'm real life ready, people. Real life ready. And politics is something that I watch very carefully because I'm a believer everything's politics. Everything is political. Everything is. Because politics dictates the taxes you pay, the electricity you pay. It dictates everything, the wages you get paid. So it dictates every aspect of your life. But I've been seeing some of these YouTubers, yeah? People have been sending me some links, yeah? And people are, I watched Saeed's reaction, I watched a couple of other reactions, yeah? But I see some of these YouTubers, yeah? You know the ones who are to protect the brand. I don't get involved in politics. So that means that you can't get anything if you want the Glazers or any of your football club. Oh, what? If that's not politics then? What is that then? What is that then? What is that then? But anyway, we're here to talk about that, and I'm here to explain to people. I'm going to get definitions for people, yeah? Stop running cover and stop bootlicking the media, the mainstream media, and certain YouTubers. I see you. I see you. Yeah, I'm watching. People have been sending me clips, like I said. Yeah, protect the brand at all costs, yeah? Yeah, because you're in bed with brands. So you can't come, you can't alienate the audience. We can't, I mean, some people agree with him, some people don't. Shut your fucking mouth, man. Grow, man. Grow some courage. Grow some fucking courage. But anyway, we're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about Ancelotti, Tuchel both saying, nah, no, thank you, Manchester United. They're going to stay. One's going to stay with Brazil. The other one's going to stay with England. And people are now talking about Nagelsmann. Have we not learned anything? We don't need Nagelsmann. We don't need Nagelsmann. We need somebody who can adapt to the players that we have. Because guess what? They're buying 8 or 9 players. Jim the Rat can talk about being colonized by immigrants, yeah, all he fucking wants. They ain't going to buy 8 or 9 players, is he? For next season. That can fit into whatever coach they hire. So what are we doing? Well, Nagelsmann, behave yourselves. But anyway, we're going to be talking about that. And, yeah, also reacting to the YouTubers, mainstream media, YouTubers, and then talking about things that are Manchester United related. And apparently, Anderson's done deal. We said that. We said that. If Manchester United have to get in a kind of a going for a player's going to choose Man City. The player's going to choose Man City. And Anderson, apparently, City tapped him up months ago. So it is what it is, people. It is what it is. But yeah, we're going to be back after this intro. Smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. This ain't for the fair-hearted. So if you got some sort of fragility and you think, the immigrants have taken over the country, then go on. Go on flipping, hug your Nazi fucking, doll. Go on, hug your Nazi doll, yeah? Go. You fascists can fuck off. Because me, I never run away, whether it's internet or in real life. I'll tell you to your face, pricks. But let's go. Yo, big up to everybody, man. Welcome back to the channel URT. This is the URT. Smash a like for the URT. Subscribe to the URT. Yeah, Listen, anybody can have opinions, yeah? I'm not against opinions. I'm a free speech absolutist because I never want my speech being silenced. But if you're dehumanizing people and grouping group of people together, then, and you're just making ignorant racist statements, yeah, calling people who've come to this country colonizers, yeah, people that you colonized and people that you've interfered in their country while their country and selling weapons to both sides and making money from it. Then you wonder why people want to come here. So that fool, he's not a fool. He knows exactly what he's doing, and I'm going to tell you right on here now. Jim Ratcliffe made this statement because he did it for his friend Nigel Farage. Nigel Farage said to him, in 2 weeks' time, there's going to be an election on the 26th, I think. It's not even that long now. 26th of this month, there's going to be a by-election for a seat in Gorton. Yeah? Gorton, which is the area of Manchester, east side of Manchester. Yeah? Obviously, white working class people over there, a lot of them have seen their wages not increased with the rate of inflation. They've seen jobs not available, not because there are brown or black people or who are colonizing and invading this country. It's because this country doesn't produce anything anymore. Yeah? This country is the 51st state of the US. All you dumbass patriots, I'm a patriot. You know who runs your country? The US bankers, yeah? And the state of Israel, yeah? You want to go and stand up to people, go and stand up to them. They're the ones who invade your country. They're the ones who control and run things in your country, yeah? Go and sort them out. But you're too cowardly, aren't you? Because they're not the people with a different color, are they? They're not the ones that, you know, the same color as you, aren't they? Is that how it is? Is that how it is? Listen, Jim knew exactly what he was doing. He knew exactly what he was doing, but the bootlickers, the absolute bootlickers can't lift their head up from licking boots to see what he meant. He did it. This was his strategic. He did this on purpose to try to gin up, to divide the fan base and those United fans who live in Gorton or around that area in Manchester to vote for reform. That's what he did it for. That's what the big thing what people are missing. This is what it's for. His best friend's Nigel Farage, a little fascist who's been a fascist for all his life. Yeah? Bullying Jewish students when he was in school. Yeah? That's who Nigel Farage is, people. Multiple people, students who went to school with him come out and said, this guy is a fascist. Yeah? Who's also Trump's best friend. And they all want to be on this ethno-nationalism because they think the country's overrun. The country ain't overrun shit. The biggest thing is that Jim can't get his maths right. He doesn't even know quick maths. He knows no maths. But he did it all on purpose, yeah? Because Farage gave him those figures. Farage said, you've got to say this to help me win that by-election. Reform needs to win that. And the guy who's trying to come here is the guy who lives somewhere down south, who's a neo-fascist who hates black and brown people and Muslims in this country. Do you know that Muslims fought for this country? Fought to defend this country? Do you know that Muslims and black and brown people helped to rebuild this country? Yeah? The word you use, colonize, means invasion, control, overtaking. That's what it means. That's what it means. He knows exactly. Ain't no fucking clumsy. And for that Simon Jordan, I hope you're hugging your little Nazi doll. The veil is slipped. We all knew who you were, mate. We know who you are. You racist bastard. We know who you are. Simon Jordan. I saw that clip as well. My cousin sent that clip to me because I told him about Simon Jordan years ago. I said that guy's a racist prick. And my cousin's like, how did you know all this long time? Yeah, because I know these things. I pay attention. That's what I do. So Jim didn't, none of it was clumsy. He did not use the words. He did it on purpose because he wants to get his boy Nigel Farage to win that by-election on 26. Yeah? That's what he wants. That's what it was about, people. And some of these people, some of them in the United fans, some of these neo-fascist, ethno-nationalists, yeah? These worshippers of Nigel Farage and Tommy Two Shoes, yeah? These pricks think that, like the comment said, he's going to come, Nigel Farage is going to get in, and he's going to vote. They're going to vote for Nigel Farage, and he's going to pay their bills. You know what Nigel Farage wants to do? He wants to privatize the national health. And when you can't find a job, he's going to tell you, now you need to go and scrape the streets, mate, to make money. Let me just put the word to this. There are a lot of jobs, people who are indigenous to this country, meaning white people, right? Quotation marks, yeah? Because this has always been an island. There's been many different people who've lived here throughout the centuries, yeah? But the white working class, what they've been told is that it's the black and brown people. Why are you struggling? Why billionaires like Jim go and live in Monaco so they don't have to pay tax? Why a club like Manchester United have to go and register in the Cayman Islands so the Glazers don't have to pay tax in this country? Let me say something to you now. It was the crash of 2007, 2008. That crash, the banking crash, that made you poor. That smashed the cost of living crisis in this country. It was that, and who's caused by that? The billionaire class and the bankers. But you know what? From day then, you've been told it's the black and brown people. You know how many English people, meaning white people, British people, live abroad? You know how many of them live abroad? Millions live abroad, my friend. Millions. So give it a fucking rest. Stop dehumanizing people. Stop dehumanizing people. Nobody's colonizing England or UK. Other than the billionaire class, yeah, controlling the billionaire class, controlling these politicians, yeah, like Farage, yeah? Yeah? Them. The same people. Farage come out and said, yeah, he wants ICE. He's going to arm ICE to go and snatch people off the streets. So who are ICE going to know who's an immigrant and who's not an immigrant? And guess what? Whether they're black or brown. Do you think we're fucking stupid? Do you think we're fucking stupid? Do you think we're that sick? We're that dumb? Message to the white working class people in Manchester and anywhere in this country. We're not your enemy, because I don't separate myself from people who come in the boat. I don't separate myself from them. I'm no better than them. All I know is that the British government and the billionaire class and the weapons industry are the cause of why people want to come to this country. The wars that this country, these governments, the Zionist fucking stronghold of this fucking country, those start wars all over the place so they can sell weapons. Don't listen to a word I'm saying. Go and research it yourself. That's why people want to come over here. But I don't differentiate them. They are sanctuary seekers. They're seeking safety and sanctuary. Yeah? I don't differentiate myself from them. I'm not your problem. I am not your problem. The billionaires and the bankers who crash this in the economy are your problem. No immigrants have shut down your pubs or your high streets or your local shops. None of them did that. Not one. Not one. Follow the fucking money. Follow the fucking money. Follow the money. Follow the money. The Epstein class, which is Jim's part of, the billionaires, they're the reason why you're poor, because they don't pay tax. Google, Apple, all of these corporations pay zilch tax. They all know and invade it. And the same ministers who are the ministers who's supposed to get these people to pay taxes work for these corporations. They write the laws, next minute they're working for some of these. We struggle the same as you do. We see what's happened to this country the same way as you do. But you know, guess what we don't do? Point fingers at the people in the same class as us. We don't do that. We don't do that. We look up and go, what the F are they doing? What are they doing? There was only one country that locked up the bankers. That was Iceland. Iceland. Go and look it up for yourself. They called it the Quiet Revolution. The Icelandic people, 4 months, slept, all of them camped outside their parliament. Till the government fell. New government got voted in and they locked up the bankers. That's what happened. Here, bankers were getting bonuses when they crashed the economy. Here. Bailed them out by Gordon Brown and Tony Blair and New Labour. Same as fucking Starmer. Zionist pieces of shit. Warmongering. Billionaire tax dodging. Friends. All this about Mandelson. There's another dickhead that's replaced Mandelson. Oh, Mandelson has always been, he's one of the godfathers of the New Labour project. That meaning New Labour was the project to turn his back and to put 2 fingers up to the working class in this country, whether they're black, brown, or white. Put 2 fingers up to them. That's what New Labour was about. And Starmer is the continuation of that. So, if you want to know who's invading your country, it's neoliberalism, banking system that runs America. You are the, whether you are or not, economically, you are the 51st state. You are. Also, Israel controls your foreign policy. Yes. Zionism controls your foreign policy. So if you want to be a patriot, stop demonizing and dehumanizing vulnerable people. And look to the people who have destroyed your country. And it's not fucking sanctuary seekers or immigrants or asylum seekers. It's none of them. It's none of them. And I see you, all of you, I see a lot of fascists on my timeline. But all of a sudden, when Epstein and the PDF files gets released with all these billionaires, with all these billionaires and multimillionaires and bankers, all doing disgusting things to girls and young girls and boys, none of you say nothing. Yeah? Yeah? Because these are the people you worship. And by the way, Nigel Farage, they've only released 2% of the PDF files. I'm sure Farage, Tony Blair, all of them are in it. They're all in there. So that's why Jim did it. So fuck the mainstream media, yeah? Because they're bootlickers for billionaires to begin with anyway. Oh, he was the clumsy. He ain't no fucking clumsy. He knew exactly what he was doing. Look up the definition of colonized. Look it up. Invade. Taken, overtaken. Controlled. That's what it means. And that's what he's saying. When people show you who they are, believe them. And that apology, it wasn't no apology, man. That was not an apology. But some of you are so ignorant and suckers, you don't know when you've been played. That was no apology. That was no apology. On this channel, everybody's welcome. Unless you go and dehumanize people. We don't dehumanize anybody on here. Whether you are of your religious, non-religious, your orientation, your ethnicity, the color of your skin. We don't demonize nobody here. Because we believe we're all human, we're all flesh and bone. And this, the only people we demonize is the bankers, banker wankers, and the PDF files, and the PDFs. That's who we demonize, people. That's who we demonize. This class war, this channel is for the working class people. I don't care whether you're white, black, brown. I don't care your orientation. I don't care whatever, your religion, non-religion. You're all welcome. But we're not stupid. We're not dumb. Yeah? I want to first big up Saeed. Brilliant, brilliant video. You can have opinions about anything you want. And it's a way to talk about people without dehumanizing them and being racist. There is a way. But if for the last day and a half, so many racist pricks on my timeline, whether it's on YouTube or whether it's on X, coward Nazis, yeah, never show their face, don't they? They always have an avatar, don't they? They always have an avatar. How cowards you are. Absolute cowards. Yeah, we don't give a fuck about the Democrats, bro. We don't give a fuck. They're the genocide people, mate. We don't give a fuck. So stop this about whether it's Democrat, Republican, or Conservative, Labour. We know what reform are about, mate. We know what reform are about. And stop the fucking homophobia. Stop the homophobia. We don't give a damn about who you love. We don't give a damn about that. So stop that bullshit. Talk real. Stop giving me BS propaganda that you've been infected with. Yeah? Epstein was a warmongerer, banker, PDF. He didn't give a damn about anybody. Yeah? Donald Trump, in those files, was best friends with him for 20 odd years. Give it a fucking rest. Now, it wasn't a dog whistle, man. It wasn't even virtue signal. It wasn't a dog whistle. It was straight up racist. Because saying that black and brown people are colonizing this country. He weren't talking about Polish immigrants. He weren't talking about that. Or Armenians or whoever. Slovenians. Slovaks. He weren't talking about them. Czechs. He weren't talking about Germans or French. He weren't talking about them. He's talking about black and brown people, man. To think we're fucking stupid. When he means colonized, he means colonized by some other people from different parts of the world. That's what he means. Yeah, and guess what we said, Mateo? Guess what we said? Fuck them. I don't give a fuck whether you're Muslim, non-Muslim, atheist, whatever you are. If you're in the PDF files, fuck you. We talked about the UAE. I've told you about in this channel about the UAE. I've told you they're a Zionist piece of shit, the people that run that country. I've said it again and again. How many times I've said, I'll never go to Dubai. It's a hellhole. Place that was built on the back of black and brown slaves. Why would I ever want to go there? So give it a rest. I'm going to tell you, man. Listen. Follow me on X. Let's have a proper face-to-face conversation. Let's have a phone conversation. Because I think you've been misinformed, my friend. Like I explained to you the other night, the Irish fled everywhere to get away from what the British colonization did to them. What the genocide in Ireland did to them. And now you want to follow and you want to stick up for Farage and divisive politics. That's what you want to do. You want to put your hat on them. You want to put your hat on them. Black and brown people in Ireland are not your problem, man. They're not your fucking problem. You know what is your problem in Ireland? Apple and Google not paying zilch for fucking taxes over there. Ireland, Republic of Ireland is another tax haven. It is. Look it up. Please educate yourself. Yeah? That's what that is. So big up to Saeed. Yeah? But you know who you are. These corporate YouTubers. I'm not into politics. I'm not about politics. I don't get involved in that. This wasn't about politics, you prick. The man was dehumanizing people. People that you say, oh, you love or you care about. Some of you might even have some of them in your family. I don't discuss politics. We ain't politics, man. He's demonizing black and brown people and Muslim people in this country, saying that they've colonized the UK. That's what he was saying. So have the fucking courage and the cojones to fucking say what it is. But big up Saeed. And big up everybody else who spoke and told truth to power. Big up to everybody else who told truth to power. Well, that's why I'm shocked. I had to go to Ireland to educate myself. I had to go to the Buck side. I had to go to Derry. I had to go to the side of Belfast and Omagh and Cork to really understand the history. So why are you hating on black and brown people in Ireland? It's the billionaires that don't pay tax. Billionaire corporation like Apple and Google that refuse to pay zilch. That's who your problem is, man. Ordinary people are struggling. And majority of them who come to Ireland contributing to your economy. They're working in services. They are. So educate yourself, man. Educate yourself on colonization and class solidarity. Nobody leaves their country, bro. Nobody leaves their country. Nobody. Nobody thinks this country and the most European countries interfere in West Asia. I don't want to call it Middle East because that's a colonial BS term as well. West Asia meaning the Gulf Arab world. Iraq, Syria, Libya in North Africa, Sudan, the place where I grew up, place where I was born, all wrecked by what? Interference from European and the US. Interference, selling weapons, choosing sides, carrying on genocides. That's what's happening. That is what's happening. So yeah, I'm waiting for the boys from the Athletic, all of the bootlickers, yeah, all of the Ineos Jim Glazer Farage, as we know him on this channel from around one. Jim Glazer Farage, that's his name on this channel from now on. That's who he is. We're gonna be. I'm waiting for them. And the meeting apparently wrote an article, but it's behind the paywall, and I ain't paying for the New York Times. I'm not paying for that because that's a genocide paper, genocide supporting paper. That paper supported the Iraq war and every other fucking war on Muslim and Arab nations. Yeah, I'm not paying for that shit. I'm never signing up for membership of that shit. So I'm waiting for those boys. I wonder how's Kalanka feeling. Solidarity with Kalanka. Yeah, solidarity and love to him. Yeah? Solidarity and love to Kalanka. How does he feel next time he has to go into Carrington, knowing that the owner of Manchester United thinks that he's like him, people that look like him have invaded the UK and are taking over the UK. Yeah? Yeah. But this is what we are. Big up Ben. Big up Ben. I just needed to get this off my chest. Get this off my chest. To all the racists, whether they're in Manchester or anywhere in the UK, anywhere in the world, all the fascists, nobody's scared. We're not easily intimidated. We're here. We're here. We're not easily intimidated, people. We'll call you out. You have the right to say whatever racist thing you want. But when I have the right to say that is racist and fascist. Stop dehumanizing people. Especially if you call yourself a working class person. Look up. Stop the bootlicking and look up. Farage ain't gonna pay your bills. Farage ain't gonna put food on the table for you. All Farage is going to do is turn this into more of the US. And it's gonna privatize everything. And your kids are gonna be poorer for it. He ain't the solution. He's never been the solution. Fascism is never the solution. Yeah? So fuck all for the rest of the YouTubers who tell you, I'm not into politics. Political. Everything is politics. You want the Glazers out? You want Jim out? That is politics. Protesting is political. Demonstrations are political. Shut your mouth then. Shut your fucking mouth then. Don't be Glazers or any of us out there. Don't complain about the owners. But I'm not political. Everything's political. The food, the clothes you have on your back, the water you drink, the bed you sleep in, all of it. Decisions are made politically that affect you in everyday life. Unless you're one of these sucker billionaires. So give it a fucking rest. Jim knew exactly what he was doing. Like I said, Farage coached him to say exactly what he said, so that Reform can win the by-election in Gorton, Manchester, East Manchester. Yes, Jamie. But my guy's saying that black and brown people and Muslim people have colonized this country. We're here because of British colonization. You fucking prick. Yeah? And most of you, if you don't know, all of this is called ethno-nationalism. So go and look it up. They all believe in something called the Great Replacement Theory. That's what's fueling Farage, Reform, and Trump over there in the US. It's exactly the same thing. Fascism. Fascism. And my message for Manchester United as a football club, you're a fucking disgrace as well. You're a fucking disgrace. All of you coming out saying, Manchester United is for inclusivity, diversity. Fuck you. Fuck you, man. Fuck you. Call it out by name. Say it. We have distanced ourselves from Jim Glazer Farage. Say his name. Tell it to us in that fucking PR written fucking statement. Say what you're distancing yourself from. Other than telling me about, we're inclusive. You gotta fuck you on your inclusivity, man. Fuck you. Name names. Name names. Say Jim doesn't speak for you. Say it out loud. We want to hear it. Call his fucking name or else do not release any fucking statements. I'm from South Central Manchester, mate. There are people all over the world from here, in here. And you know what? I feel much richer for it. I get to learn about so many different cultures. I get to eat and try so many different types of foods. I get to listen to so many different styles of music. And Manchester has always been a city of fucking immigrants and sanctuary seekers and asylum seekers. It's always been. It has always been. Manchester has. Want to talk about Mateo, the Irish? The place where I'm talking to you now. Irish. Massive Irish community. Hundreds of years escaping persecution in Ireland. Came here to work because of the flipping genocide and the starvation. The hunger. Manchester has always been working class city that stood in solidarity. Some of the mills in Rochdale said they're not selling cotton picked by slaves in the US or the Caribbean. Stopped. People in this city were murdered for asking for their rights at that time, by the government and the monarchy at that time. Peterloo, look it up. Yeah? Look it up. So Manchester have always stood together. South Central Manchester have. Where I'm from, where I grew up. So many different cultures, black, brown, white, mixture of a beautiful cultures. That's what it's been. So don't fall for the divide and rule tactics, and don't dehumanize people. Racism dehumanizes people. He never said illegal. I don't believe anybody is illegal anyway, but he never even specified any of it. He said immigrants, and he's talking about people who look like me and people who share my faith. He's talking about brown people as well. That's who he's talking about. It's not even a dog whistle. Colonized, he said. He knew exactly what he was saying, so stop the fucking cap. Stop the cap. Big up to everybody. I had to get that off my chest. And yeah, big up to all the independent YouTubers for calling it out. That called it out. Big up to all you lot. Rest of you, we know who you are, innit? You're part of the bootlicking machine, innit? Protect the brand machine. And players like Rio Ferdinand, not heard a word from you, mate. But I want to at least big up the Stretford Paddock lot. I want to big them up. Big up Stephen Hansen, Adam McCullough, Jay Motti, and I forgot the other brother's name, but big up to them for at least addressing it and not falling for the divide and rule tactics. If you're from Manchester, if you're from the UK, these politicians like Farage, Starmer, they don't give a damn about you. The billionaire bankers don't give a damn about you. Look what they've done to Manchester United. Look what they've done to Manchester United. Look what they've done to Manchester United. So big up. The illness is the rich. There's no left or right. Rich, poor. Big up. Always. Big up Haitian King. What does that mean? Back the team. Back the manager. Negative Nat. Oh, God. All right. Appreciate the super chat. %, mate. 100%. Nah, I'm not asked about Goldberg, mate. You can fuck off about, I don't get involved in politics. Fuck off, man. Fuck off. Fuck off, man. Didn't expect nothing from him anyway. But yeah, big up to the people who stood on business. And big up, and on top of that, Saeed's on top of that. So big up Saeed. Yeah, so let's talk about now managers. So apparently, no Tuchel, no Ancelotti. So now people are talking about Enrique. I don't think Enrique is leaving Paris Saint-Germain. And now people are talking about Nagelsmann. I told you lot before about Poch. I've got a stinking feeling it could be Poch. I really think it could be Poch. Nagelsmann, no thank you. No thank you. Listen, Irfan, these people, man, listen, most working class white people, they have to seek out the knowledge about the British Empire absolutely crushed white working class people in this country as well. And used them as cannon fodder, sending them to wars to kill people, other people. So yeah, I stand in solidarity with the white working class people in this country. Because they know that they've been through centuries where they've been kept as peasants during the feudal times and still now. And they've been told to hate people who look like me and you, mate. But they need to go and educate themselves. The Nazis, where do you think the Nazis got the idea of concentration camps? They got that from the British Empire. Pick up a book and read, people. Pick up a book and read real history, not sanitized BS history. But yeah, in terms of the managerial in the summer, that's what it could be. We could be getting pots. I'm hearing talk of Nagelsmann. Nagelsmann is just similar to Ten Hag and Amorim. He doesn't know what's happening in the Premier League, mate. He has no clue. I'll settle for Iriola. If he said to me now, give me Iriola, give me Iriola. Out of the managers that's left, let me do a quick poll. Let me do a quick poll, people. I'm not, on this stream, I'm not even asking for any likes, man. I'm not bothering to ask for any likes. Do what you want, people. Do what you want. But if you get to 100 likes, it'd be great. Let me just start the poll. Let me just think. Let me just put the poll up. Carrick. I don't think Carrick's the guy. I hope he proves me wrong. Koch is definitely in the mix now. Iriola. I can never spell his name, man. I can never spell his name properly. But somebody just in the chat, how do you spell his name properly? Iriola. Spell Iriola. Emery's not leaving. Emery is not leaving. Oh, yeah, I'll put Eddie Howe as well. Howe. That's it. Is it an I or an A? It's the I, innit? Iriola. Vote Carrick, Poch, Iriola, Howe, Eddie. Let's get 100 likes. Let's get 100 likes. I want to know what that is about. Wow, already 100% Carrick. Interesting. Iriola, 17%. All right, let's see how this vote goes on. But yeah, people, I'm going to have to go. I'm 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes, people, and I've got to go. F123. That's where we're sitting. F123. So people, smash the likes, but get voting quickly. And smash the likes while you're there as well. All the coaches on there have Premier League experience. They've coached in the Premier League. If I'm not mistaken, yeah. Carrick, Hot. Yeah, so let's go, people. Smash those likes. Let's get to 100 likes. Yeah, but I genuinely don't blame. Listen, you've done my head in, man. Listen, I don't know what you're saying. Igor Tudor, interim head coach. Did Igor Tudor get sacked by Juventus? I thought he was at Juventus. Did Juventus sack him? Nash, let me know. I thought he was at Juventus. Did he leave Juventus to go to Spurs? Please don't tell me he's left Juventus to go to Spurs. Or did Juventus sack him? Who's the Juventus' new manager now? Yeah, big up, Jamie. Nah, listen, Nash, I would like this because I like him as a coach, right? But do you think, really, genuinely, do you think De Zerbi can work with these clowns. De Zerbi would want to sign players that he wants. These clowns are not. That's why he said no the first time. Nash, he said no. Nick Nash, he said no the first time because the model of Manchester United is not for him. He wants to have a say on the players they sign. You know what? I could, yeah. Anywhere is open, bro. Anywhere is open, but I would also, I love my community in Manchester, South Central Manchester. If fascism comes to the people on the streets here, we need to fight fascism here. So I'm happy to stay and fight. Never want to run away. But yeah, I love Ireland and I love Irish people. I got nothing but love for Irish people and solidarity for Irish people. And now I'm hearing that Republic of Ireland in the Nations Cup have to play Israel. Boy, oh boy. UEFA, mate. UEFA. Absolute scumbag Zionist pieces of shit. Yeah, what happened when the Polish economy went down, Miko? What happened? The Poles came here because their economy, they can earn more money here. And that's why people, since the beginning of history, people have migrated either fleeing persecution or to get better jobs and better opportunities everywhere else. Read a book, bro. Pick up a book. What did the Poles do here? Poles didn't went to America. Poles went to France. Poles went to Italy. Polish people everywhere to get better wages and to get better jobs. People go and live in different places, my friend. They do that. And the refugee crisis, go and ask your government. How come you're not asking your government, Nico? Why are you not writing to the British and the European Union for starting wars in these countries and profiting from the wars by selling weapons? Read a book, bro, and give it a fucking rest. Your talking points are tiresome, man. Give it a rest. Oh, yeah. Oh, Juve. So they sacked Igor, yeah. Did they sack Igor? When did Igor get sacked? Wow, Igor's been sacked then, yeah. But because, listen, Zionists have a stronghold of the politics in this country, Stretford Elite. Zionists have stronghold, yeah, of the political systems in these countries. That's why they're in Europe. Yeah, well, there you go, bro. There you go. Well, the thing is, all the members of the Republic of Ireland FA all voted to say we do not want to play Israel. They all voted, but apparently the Republic of Ireland FA are saying we have to play the fixture. I don't listen. That's the opinion you can have. That Miko, that is an opinion you can have. I will defend your opinion to have that. Yeah, but don't dehumanize people. Yeah, do not dehumanize people. And in the same sentence, say what's driving this refugee crisis and this immigration? What's driving it? Because Britain and Europe and the US are robbing people's resources and are starting wars for the Zionists so that everybody can profit and sell weapons. So when you understand that, when you want to control that, then you can control whatever you want. But don't dehumanize people by telling them they're colonizing your country. Because he ain't just talking about people arriving here, refugees or sanctuary seekers. He's talking about me, mate. He's talking about fucking me. And everybody that looks like me. That's who he's talking about. $100%, man. Yeah, big up to the Irish, man. What's wrong with my mods? What are the mods doing? Mods are not doing anything, man. Mods are not doing anything. You need to just chill out. Yeah, exactly. Because we don't want to demonize all white people, do we? We want to demonize all white people, do we? No. Yeah. Last time I checked, Ego was a Juventus coach, but when did he get sacked? I didn't even pay attention to that. Oh, last October. Oh, okay. Big up to you, Nash. Yeah, okay. Yeah, big up to people, man. But yeah, let me just check on the poll because I need to go. Big up. I really hope and pray Carrick is the guy. I don't think he's the guy. I really hope he proves me wrong and shuts me up. But let me just tell you now. Who do you want? Carrick 69%, Poch 8%, Iriola 14%, Eddie Howe 8%. That's really interesting. That is really interesting. That is really interesting. I genuinely hope, people, I really hope that Carrick is the guy. Nico, give it a rest, bro. You don't know what you're talking about, so give it a rest. Give it a rest, man. Seriously. People have gone to Poland who are sanctuary seeking, yeah? People, that countries have been destroyed by NATO, the European army, and the US empire. Yeah, and British empire still. So that's why people are fleeing. I pray for you that you never have to flee a war. That you never have to flee a war, mate. I pray for you. I pray for you that you never have to flee a war, mate. I'm born and bred in Manchester. My parents helped rebuild this country. And that right's talking about people like me. There you go, Dagger. There you go, Dagger. There you go. Big up, King. Always appreciate you. Yeah. And the contributions people make to this country. If it wasn't, I swear to God, you know, when I hear these fascists here, sometimes I'm like, imagine we did an experiment. All black and brown people just walked out of this country one day just to see what it would be like. I swear to God, they'll be eating each other in it. They will be ripping each other's heads off. They will be ripping each other's heads off. That's what they were doing. Nobody's invaded. That's what I'm saying to you. Look at the way you're using the word invade. Look at the Nico, you're not serious, man. I can't have a debate with you. It's not this is not a your views are not from a good faith. I can't have a serious discussion with you when you start using words like the fascists use, like Farage use about invasion. That means you agree. So this channel is not for you, bro. Go somewhere else and to spill your Nazi propaganda. This is not for you. This is not for you. I'm gonna have to put you on a timeout, bro, because what you're coming out with is just ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Nah, you're chatting shit. You're chatting shit now because you're parroting all their talking points. You're parroting all their talking points, mate. So stop the waffle. You are talking like you're part of the Nigel Farage cult. I know when I see one. I know all your talking points are so predictable. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yeah. No. I said I have to. When you start saying people invade, that's dehumanizing. Ain't nobody invading nobody, you prick. Who the fuck is invading people? Nobody's invading this country, you prick. Nobody's invading anybody. Stop using words like that to dehumanize people, some of the most vulnerable people. I hope and pray there's never a war where you have to leave the place you were born because of persecution. Yeah, we said freedom of speech unless you dehumanize people, and you're dehumanizing people, saying they're invading this country. Fuck off. Prick. Chatting fucking shit. Anyway, people. Looks like you want Carrick. You look like you want fucking Carrick. So there you go. You want Carrick. Peace, love, and light. 60% of you, 18% Iriola. And the rest. But anyway, people, I've got to go. Love and light. It was just a quick live. Please smash a like on your way out. Nico, meet me. I'm happy to come to Wales. I'm happy to give you some of these books to read, my friend. So you know real history. And if you tell that you're Welsh, the English people, empire banned you from speaking your language. That's colonization. Who's banning you? What black and brown person or Muslim person is telling you can't speak your language? Yeah, big up. Show your real life. Come on the channel. If you want to spouse what you're spousing, come and show your face and spouse it. Come on. If you're hard enough, come on. I'm happy to do that. Let me know. Let me know comments below here. But to go back, fuck the YouTubers that tell you about, I'm not into politics because everything is politics. And fuck the mainstream media for running cover for Jim Glazer. Love and light, people. Smash a like. Free Palestine, Congo, Sudan, Syria, Iraq, Lebanon, Haiti, Kashmir. Free everywhere where people are feeling oppressed in this world. Whether it's even locally here, nationally, or globally. F the war machine. F the Thios. Yeah? And F the PDF files. F them all. F that billionaire class. And remember, F the Glazers and Ratcliffe. Peace, love, and light. Big up to every one of you.